Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is every old football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of the game between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And what is wrong with these coaches? This and much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up?
Dudes, we suck.
Excellent!
We suck. We suck. It's a new year. Same old mediocre crap with Ron Rivera. Same old mediocre crap with Jay Gruden. We're in the year of purgatory. We're in a year of purgatory because the team was bought too late. One last FU from Dan Snyder. Here's my crappy coaches. Here's my mediocre coaches. Have fun with these guys.
We are the Commanders.
Ha ha! Oh my God, we suck. We suck.
What's up, everybody in the chat room? Pieces of people. Did we hear what John? Yeah, we can't play it on this PG-13 podcast, but every one of us fans feel like John Allen. And every week, dude, every single week from Ron Rivera, well, we're going to look at the tape and we're going to get better and learn and fix it. It's not like you're coaching a Little League team and you're learning and getting better each week, and the goal is by the end of the season to be playing a little bit better than the kids played at the beginning of the year. These are pros. They don't need to learn. They just need to play better. And a lot of it is your coaching, dude. Every single decision he makes is bad. We could have had the Giants kick a field goal. We'd stopped them on third down. They had 4th and 2 from like the 3. And I'm pretty sure they would have just marched their dudes out and kicked the field goal because they weren't scoring a boatload of points. But no, we gave them a third and 12 to let them try it again. And what happens every time there's a 3rd and long against our crappy defense? Someone throws for 20 yards every time. We can stop people on first down. We can stop people on second down, but it could be 3rd and 38,000 yards and they'll get it somehow. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you accepting the penalty? Decline it. It's 4th down.
We're in purgatory. We are in purgatory. We can't get rid of him. We can't get rid of him because who's going to take control of the team? But you know what? This is the first game this year where I was because I've been saying that for week after week after week. Like, what are we going to do? They're trying to wait till the end of the year. It's going to be a weird purgatory kind of year. This is the first week where I finally said, Josh Harris, you need to fire this guy. Fire the head coach, fire the defensive coordinator, maybe make Eric Bieniemy the head coach, but he hasn't proven himself at all whatsoever. So maybe not.
Eric Bieniemy sucks, dude. I'm calling it right now. This dude took 2.5 quarters what we in the Discord room were saying 5 minutes into the game. Dude,
run the ball. Run the ball.
Everyone, casual football fans, people that only watch football to see what's-her-face, Taylor Swift, everyone knew that the Giants were going to come in and blitz because that's what Wink Martindale, who I thought was a game show host from the 70s, I thought everyone knows that's what they do. They blitz more than anyone in the league. They know we have a crappy offensive line that's giving up more sacks than in history of any NFL team at this point.
Dude, there was one play yesterday where our five offensive linemen blocked 2 people. Five offensive linemen dropped 2 people, and the third person just stunned it around, and boom, there. Hey, look, Sam Howell. Oh. 2
so our offensive coordinator had to have known they're going to blitz. Had to know our offensive line sucks. / quarterback just stands in there too long and gets hit. And what did he do? He just kept dropping them back to get creamed. He didn't run screens. He didn't
plays
roll
them
the
in shotgun.
pocket.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to help him out. I'm like, I was in Discord. I'm not an offensive coordinator, but maybe I have some ideas you might want to try. Roll the quarterback out. Throw a screen every now and again. Do something so he's not standing back there like a sitting duck. And EB is just like, at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're doing what's best for the squad. And it's like, dude,
the
Ron
squad,
Rivera.
you guys are sold out. The coaches the coaches are like,
he at least
sold out.
challenged
Gone.
something this time.
yeah. But I mean, he
Didn't help.
They're done. They're done. You can tell watching some of the players on the field, those guys are not putting in 100% because they know these coaches are dead men walking. Coaches, the Martys, the GMs, those guys, all these guys are going to get fired. And Eric Bieniemy, Eric Bieniemy, you're right here. You're right there. You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. What? And dude, can you have the offense like run slants? Can you have Sam Howell get behind the center? Nick Gates, who by the way, he looks like a wrestler. He looks like someone you don't want to meet in an alley, but he sucks at blocking. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Josh put that thing in Discord. It was like the offensive line and a picture of a colander, and that's what they look like, dude. People just pouring through. And I saw that picture of the 5 dudes blocking 2 dudes. What was that? Dude, they're pathetic. And also, on the defensive side of the ball, the Giants are pulling dudes off the street, starting in that game on offensive line.
Three of their starting offensive linemen were out in street clothes on the sideline. And you're right. They pulled those guys in off the street, and they gave up a couple sacks to Chase Young, but other than that,
he had like 6 first-round picks playing against them. You would expect it to look the opposite of it did in this game. As far as Chase Young played fine, but what the heck? What was Tyrod Taylor? I'm looking at it right here. Tyrod Taylor in this game had a rating, RTG, which I know you hate, but anyway. He had a rating right here, 116.9, which was almost exactly double of Sam Howell's at 60. 6 sacks for negative 52 yards for Sam Howell.
These players just suck. They
suck.
I know. I've said before, in many cases, like last year, we got Trai Turner and what's his face? That other guy, stomach. Remember, I can't the lineman Norwell. We got those guys in there. Stomach. There were 2 guys. He got those 2 guys in. They're way past their prime. Way past their prime. If people are like, well, he just sucks at getting offensive linemen. No one wants to come here because of Dan Snyder for over 20 years dealing with that. People just don't want to come here for that. That's finally going to change. But again, man, we are in purgatory. We are in purgatory. But this is the first game where I finally said, Sam or Josh Harris, you got to fire him. You got to fire him. You got to fire him now. You got to get. You got to
at this point. Jennifer King,
go get Steve Spurrier and bring him in here to coach us for the last 10 games. The old ball coach. I don't care who it is.
Dude, Joe Gibbs is pseudo part owner. Put him in. He's not going to do worse. You think he'll do worse than Ron Rivera? No. He would at least be like, hey, EB. This isn't working, EB. Why don't we try moving the pocket?
Why don't we try 3-step drop, a 3-step drop, being behind the center, 3-step drop, throw a slant. You get 5 yards every time. The Patriots have done it for 20 years. Why can't we do that?
Hey, EB.
Why?
I may not know much about football. I have won 3 Super Bowls. Why don't we try something else because this isn't working? Hey, Jack Del Rio, they have a makeshift offensive line with dudes that were on the couch 2 weeks ago. Why don't we send some pressure on them? And their quarterback is the backup. What? Do something. Do your job.
Do your job. Do your job. That's gonna be that's gonna follow him for the rest of his life from Redskins fans.
Every decision he makes is bad in a game. He doesn't call plays. He stands there, and when he does make a decision, it's to not call a timeout on that third. And when you saw we weren't going to get the playoff, remember this one? And I'm like, call a timeout. Call a timeout. Yeah. He doesn't call it, so then we go to like 3rd and long, and of course probably get sacked. I don't remember, but we didn't get the first. We are 0 of what were we? 0 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. I don't think we got one the whole game. Maybe at the very end.
I think we got one.
We got one on 4th down. I remember that.
Yeah, we got one on 4th down. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, that happened.
Do they have that on here? 3rd down.
The only time we scored was when we got the ball at like the 22 or 23 yard line. And I didn't think we were going to score. I was really surprised. That was included that whole like 4th down thing. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Was that when
That's the only time
Payne, like took the ball from dude Saquon Barkley? Is that?
It might have been. I can't remember.
I don't remember. I wasn't even like when that happened. I was still sitting there, kind of like.
Dude, we were just, man.
Dude, what is wrong with Jahan Dotson? He went from Mr. like, I catch everything because I hold a football 99% of my day to dropping balls like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. He is the epitome of the sophomore slump. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh. I think he could have caught that one at the end. It wasn't the best throw, but it hit him in the hands. He had his hands on it.
Yeah.
You're a
but we shouldn't have been. We shouldn't have. Yeah, exactly. Yet another Ron Rivera. Mediocrity.
And ask Kenny Kidd. He's like all these picks the last few years were like, why did he get this dude when this other guy was here that all the pundits were saying that we should get?
Yeah, like I forget who it was. That quarterback that went to the Patriots.
Mac Jones?
No, cornerback.
Oh, cornerback.
Instead of Forbes,
Gonzalez,
it was
was that him?
It might be.
I don't know. I don't remember. There was instead of Forbes, who is benched now. He came in and did something at one point because he had to. But
yeah, Quan Morton. I don't know if he's still got a concussion or what. What happened to him?
He got injured. Kendall Fuller was apparently playing injured. They said he wasn't going to play, but he was out there the whole game.
He had to be because they're running out of people.
Or they just suck so bad they shouldn't be on an NFL team, and we wasted a 1st-round pick on them.
Yeah. And all right, I posted in our Discord chat room, and if you guys want to go to our Discord room, full of Redskins fans talking about the Redskins lately, talking about the year of purgatory. I don't know what else to call it, but you can go to tinyurl.com/HarryHF. That's HARRYHF, or you can look us up on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you can put in a bunch of emojis and it'll flood our screen. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think Chris J in the UK is on here tonight. What's up, dude?
No way, dude!
I haven't heard from Chris J. I haven't heard from Chris J in a while, so it's good to see him on here. Is he in the Discord? Chris J, you better be in the Discord room. Chris J in the UK has been on here forever, dude.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so Ron Rivera. I'm gonna go through the first 7 games of Ron Rivera's career because we already know he's only had like 2 or 3 winning seasons, and that's when he had Cam Newton, probably Hall of Fame, Luke Kuechly in his prime, Hall of Fame, excuse me. He had a couple other people there too, but I mean, they went 15-1 one year, and then they had another year that was a winning year, and I think that's it. And it's just been like mediocrity before that and after that. Now with 2 teams, like for his first 7 games of the year for us, 2019, he went. Do what?
Was it like 3-4?
It was 2-5 in 2000. In 2000, okay, in 2020 it was 2-5. 2021, 2-5. 2022, 3-4.
Trust the
2023, 3-4. Guys.
We've improved, guys. We've moved up a half game a year. I got one word for you. I've got
Who's
one
the
word
player?
for Del Rio. I've got one word for Eric Bieniemy. The only person I want to keep on that coaching staff, again, two people. Jennifer King and Ryan Kerrigan. That's it.
Yeah.
Done. Everyone else, clean them out. And Martin Mayhew, you brought this up many times, went defeated.
Martys.
He went defeated, right?
He went defeated when he was when he was with Detroit. Yeah, he went defeated, and that's who he and Ron Hurney are the two Rons, the two Martys. They brought in Marty Hurney and Marty Mayhew.
The Martys
Number
need to
35,
go.
Marty Mayhew, and they're in charge. But dude, remember, they can't make any decisions unless Ron Rivera okays them because he's in charge. We can't forget that he's in charge. He's basically the GM of the team.
We are the Commanders.
Chris J is saying something. He's not on disc. You don't have to be technically sophisticated to do that, dude. Anyway, he says, what does he say? I'm not on Discord. I'm not technically sophisticated. And it is past midnight here, and I stayed up for the crappy Chicago game. That was it. Yeah, you stayed up for the crappy Chicago game, and now you're staying up for this crappy podcast where we're just gonna vent.
Eviscerate how crappy our team, man. I'm just so. Oh my God! And we have 10 more games. The players aren't listening to the coaches.
They've lost the team. If John
They've lost
Allen's
the
going
locker
to go
room.
off like he did,
Yeah.
if you guys didn't hear it, we're not going to play it here since we try to keep our PG-13 rating. But go ahead and Google John Allen's post-game interview with J.P. Finley. I think someone posted it in our Discord room. Which, by the way, Chris J. That's tiny. Yeah. Chris J. Go there. You don't have to be technically savvy to do it. Just type in that link. Hit accept and you'll be in the chat. Go to the Peanut Gallery and type 24/7 with other Harry Hog family members. We are family. We like a crappy team. There's something completely wrong with us for liking this team. I'm sorry, man.
Dude, it's gonna get better.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it to episode 600. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
That's why I think that Josh Harris has got to. This is the first time that I've said this season. It is time for him to clean house now.
Just do it.
Maybe he wants to keep the Hurneys there, but Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, and maybe Eric Bieniemy as well.
Yeah, cut him. We don't need him.
I mean, Eric Bieniemy, we have to see what he's going to do for the whole year. But I mean,
I don't. I saw what he's capable of, and he takes 2.5 quarters to make obvious changes to.
And look at how the Kansas City Chiefs. It took them like 4 games, and they're just doing exactly what they're doing with new receivers, without Andrew Wiley, without Eric Bieniemy there. Dude,
he sucks. I'm sorry, but that game proved to me. Dude, we got the trade deadline coming up. Are we just gonna have a fire sale? Because we might as well. And if Ron Rivera is not gonna want to trade anyone because he's trying to keep his job, so I say fire him before the trade deadline. Fire Jack Del Rio before the trade deadline.
I don't think he thinks he's going to keep his job. I think he knows the writing is on the wall. If he didn't before, it slapped him in the face by now.
Yeah, but he's not going to trade anyone. Why would he go to the trouble? So if you're going to trade someone, you got to get rid of them. And then get rid of them and just trade everybody. The only person I care about keeping at this point is Terry McLaurin. Maybe John Allen, if we haven't lost him because he's so frustrated. But and I'll keep Payne. He's good. But other than those dudes, who would you really want to keep? Like, we have so many dudes that are on free agent contracts, we might as well, like, see what we can get for them. In the words of Danny.
Danny, yeah.
Like, Chase Young is playing pretty well, but are we going to be able to sign him to a long-term contract? Probably not.
I'm wondering if they may try to trade him. And by the way, the trade deadline is Halloween.
They are going to try to trade him. I guarantee it. They'll probably try to trade Sweat and him. Like, whoever... They'll probably put both of those dudes on the trade block, have something in mind that they want to get for them, which is going to be lower than what we think we should get, because it always is Clinton Portis. And then, whoever gets traded, they'll give the other guy the contract. I bet you. That's what it'll be.
Yeah, I bet that's probably what they'll end up doing.
I'd trade everyone.
Cam Curl's contract was coming up too.
Yeah. I mean, who isn't? Like, half the people that are actually decent is up. Kendall Fuller's is up too, right? I mean, there's a whole bunch of dudes. And I say clean house. Just clean it out. Get as many picks as we can get and just start over with a new coach that can pick his own players because he'll have extra picks next year. And
yeah,
I'm done with these coaches.
Oh, man. And
they
so
just
with
don't
the
even
players.
try. They don't try. They don't try.
Yep. They really don't. They really don't. They can't make like just common sense decisions. 2-5, 2-5, 3-4, 3-4.
Every single week, we're going to look at the tape. We're going to learn from our mistakes. We're going to get better. You're not doing anything. You're watching the tape doesn't help if you don't develop a plan to make yourself better. What are you doing? Like, people ask him what they're going to do to get better. We're going to watch the tape. Dude, I watch the tape every week, and I see how bad you suck, and you just get worse.
How can we're in the exact same spot we were 3.5 years ago. We're exactly the same.
And what is the deal with every time there's a crappy team that we're supposed to beat, we played worse against them than the teams that are supposed to be good? It doesn't make sense. It's like we play down the crappy teams, and we almost play well enough to beat good teams, just to keep our hopes alive. But we still lose. But just to keep the hopes up.
Occasionally, Heineke would pull the butt cheek play, and we win against like Philadelphia or Tampa Bay.
Yeah. This was the first game. How? Maybe you didn't have the same sense of this as I did. But it seemed to me like until this game, his passing, when he could get the ball off, was more accurate. Like in this game, he was throwing some over dudes' heads and doing Carson Wentz type stuff more than he's been doing in the past.
All the players know that these coaches are going to be gone, and it's distracting, I think. It's just the whole situation, especially for him, a guy who's basically almost like a rookie. And I mean, I don't know. I have a bad feeling that they're going to keep doing what they're doing and not try to fix anything, and the players are going to keep tuning them out, and Sam Howell's going to get ruined, just like not Derek Carr, but his brother, David Carr with the Houston Texans. He got ruined because of that coaching staff, and I'm afraid this coaching staff are going to end up. It's possible they could ruin this guy.
Yep. Hey, I just realized that no one's coming through in Discord. Like, our Discord chat's not working. I don't understand. It's not popping through here because I was like,
oh, okay.
How is there no one in Discord? But for some reason.
Oh, okay, I see now. Yeah, no Firefly. X-Fact 357.
Yeah, so there are people in there. Yeah, Discord, it's not linked for some reason. It's supposed to be. Heck, I tested it even, and it worked before I came on the air, but I don't know. Dudes, I don't know. It's impossible for us to get every single thing to work. We get more things working than the team does, though. I swear. But anyway, yeah, Firefly is in the chat room. Is the pod on? Yes, it is, and it's midnight there. So you and Chris J in the UK are probably hanging out together at some pub, listening to this and throwing back like Guinnesses or something. Let's see. What is it? There's something up with my audio on YouTube now? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? The audio's messed up again. I give up. I give up, dudes. Actually, I know what it could be. Hold on. Let me try something.
Tressway, I believe. How many punts did he have in this game?
See if this fixes it. He had like 10.
I'm looking it up. Tressway, he had 10 punts, 513 yards. He punted the ball 5 football fields.
Yeah, that's great. Is the sound better now on YouTube? I made a change here. Hello? Is it okay in Discord? Like, I don't know, dude. I've been sending I don't know what's up with it. I don't know. Oh my gosh. This happened last week with sound. It's not better. Hold on. Let's try this. I'm gonna try something. This could really screw stuff up. Hello? Is the sound any better now? Can you hear me now? Is it better now? Is it better now? I just made a change. I don't know how many seconds it takes to get into YouTube, but hopefully it's better, and I don't even know if anyone on Discord can hear it. So
Firefly and X Factor 357 are in there.
Not better. What is wrong
Sounds like
with
Aaron
this
is
stupid mic?
static in his mic.
What is wrong with this stupid mic? Is this any better? Check. I don't know, dude. We're gonna have to figure that out. It's fine on Discord, not on YouTube. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
tinyurl.com/HarryHF is the place to go to listen to this week's episode of Harry Hog Football, number 589. 589. That's 500. Santana Moss.
dude,
Cowboy killed himself.
I'm gonna try something radical with my mic. Go ahead and keep talking.
Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, yeah. So 10 punts. I mean, Brian Robinson got that touchdown on the short field. Anyone gets sacks, Montez Sweat, Chase Young had 2. We just got our butts whipped. We got our butts whipped by a bad New York Giants team with their backup quarterback and 3 linemen that were in street clothes, 3 starting linemen. So they were 3 backup linemen. And we got 4 sacks, but I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Tyrod Taylor, 18 for 29, 279 yards. He got sacked 4 times. Saquon Barkley did not run all over us, like we kind of thought he would. But he also, I think, extended his elbow earlier because he was out with that, and then it had it wrapped up. So,
All right, is my mic any
probably
better?
something with that.
Can you still hear me now?
I can still hear you.
Weird. I don't know what the deal is with this stupid microphone. I can't take it anymore. I'm done. I'm not even making it to 590, dude. This is the last episode. So enjoy. Unless they tell me that my mic sounds better right now, this is it. I can't take it. Exactly right, Aaron. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, the third her down. Oh, my mic is worse now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, I'm trying one more thing. I'm trying one more thing. This is it. Go ahead, talk about it.
Talking about people who were injured, David Mayo came in because good old Cody Barton, the linebacker, who's so awesome. He usually leads the team in tackles. He only got 2 total this game before he was out with an injury, and he did not come back. I don't know if he'll come back this week or not, but so David Mayo came in. I believe he got a foul at some point.
Dude, David Mayo sucks.
A lot of these guys suck. Charles Leno, you guys probably heard his wife had a very premature baby and it ended up not surviving. So that's why he missed last week, if you didn't know that. Cornelius Lucas just comes in and does his job. Did not give up a sack. So Lucas goes back to the bench. Leno's back in this week. 3 false starts. 3 false starts. Castro Fields had 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Castro Fields? He had 2 penalties.
Dude, Leno, I'm not going to give him too much trouble because he's, going through some grief and he was in a loud stadium, but Castro
I think
Fields,
that's part of the I think that's part of the losing your focus kind of thing. It's just that compounded along with not knowing what's going to go on with the coaches. People just droning away these old men that are like past their prime and the league's passing them by. And
is my mic getting better, by the way, people out there? I've changed everything I can change.
You sound good to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I have no idea.
Maybe it's just a bad connection.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anyone. It's not any better. Well, sorry, dudes. I don't know. Just like the team doesn't. Oh, I'm quieter than I was. All right, I'll turn that up. I think there's a pad on this mic. Is that any louder? Is that louder?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I'm fine on Discord, but not YouTube. I don't know why. It's worse now. I don't know how you guys put up with. Actually, I do know how you put up with this crappy podcast. It's because you put up with a crappy team. You guys are just used to putting up with crap. That's it. And if I
you and I are going to a game in like 3 weeks.
I need to get Chris Dow over here and help me fix the sound.
Yeah, dude. He's a sound man.
Dude, yo, what does he say? What does he say? Guys. I'm going to watch the tape. I'm going to wiggle the wire, and we'll come up with some better sound next week.
Gonna wiggle the wire.
And they're like, every week, it's Aaron's mic. Every single week.
No, sometimes it's my mic.
No, most of the time it's mine, though, and I don't understand it. I really don't. But I'll try to figure it out. I'll go back, I'll watch the tape, I'll read some, tutorials on how to fix my crappy mic, and next week it'll sound worse. Okay.
We'll try to test it or something, dude.
Who else sucked in this game? Let's look.
Everybody.
Logan Thomas dropped a first down, too, right in his hands. He could have gone probably the distance on that, right in his hand. Here's someone that didn't suck. Byron Pringle. He had 1 catch for 16 yards.
It was a first down.
He also had a return that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
YouTube is better now? What? It's still better than the Washington Commanders media team. I don't think that's saying much, but thanks for the backhanded compliment.
We are the Commanders.
Do your job. Watch the tape. Okay. All right.
Do your job. Guys, do your job.
Here's another bright spot. Crowder. Milne has to be cut.
Oh man, yeah.
He's still on
Yeah.
the short-term IR. Have you noticed that? Doesn't he have only like 2 more weeks that they have to either activate him or put him on for the season?
I guess.
Am I the only one that cares?
Yes. They're stashing him there so he keeps getting paid because as soon as the season's over, he's getting cut.
Yeah. Crowder has more yards in this like last couple of games than Milne has his entire career. His 4 yards and down on the ground. Who else played okay in this game? I'm trying to look on the bright side. There's no bright side. The bright side is the coaches are going to be gone soon.
It's just a matter of time. I mean, we can oh, what day is that day? Let me look it up. January 8th. January 8th is the Monday. That's coaches fired Monday, the day after the last game of the season. We know he'll be fired by that date. The question is he going to get fired before that? That's the big question.
All right, so anyone on YouTube that says my mic is sounding like crap, guess what? The people in Discord says it sounds all right. So this is your chance.
tinyurl.com.
To get in there in Discord, tinyurl.com/HarryHF, and then just pop yourself into the live podcast room, and you'll be in good shape. So
It's really
Johnny
not
Cassidy can help you if you need help with that part of it. He somehow is in 2 rooms at once, YouTube and he's an Iron Man as far as chat goes. He also and I also have to apologize to Firefly because apparently I forgot to set my team this week, and it may have aided X Factor 357, who doesn't need any help, I guess, in winning games. And I was like, oh crap, sorry dude, I forgot to set my team. And then Johnny Cassidy, aka X Factor, says I did a fine job. I wouldn't have won anyway, dude. My team sucks. Worse than the Commanders.
I don't know about that.
Hold on.
We are the Commanders.
That ha-ha is just classic. The surprise. The surprise. That's the crap. Here's what he's thinking in that one split second. That's the team name? I need to respond in a way that sounds that I'm surprised but happy about it, even though I think it's a dumb name.
Dude, someone had
that
to
in this. Oh my gosh.
That whole thing was just a show, man. Everything about Dan Snyder's tenure. And now we just have 10 more games, hopefully less. We'll have to eventually fire Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, and maybe even Eric Bieniemy, because that guy doesn't know how to run the ball.
There was one bright spot. I just thought of it. It's when we had Rodriguez in there. That dude's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
Firefly. Who do we want in as coach? I have no idea. Some young dude that has something to do with offense.
Dude, yes, but we can't that's that's the argument I always have about stuff like this is who are we going to replace him with? Because you and I were at Norvell's seniors last game, and we were so happy that they fired him, and then Terry Robisky in and just dumpster fired everything.
That's true.
That's always the way it is with stuff like that, and that's why Josh Harris is sitting back. Hopefully, he's got someone in mind, and maybe he's even talked to him. But I mean, first thing he's got to get a general manager, really.
Yeah. And
then that guy can hire the coach without Josh Harris really putting his fingers on it. Unlike Dan Snyder. So we got 10 games. We got 10 games of players that don't listen to the coaches who don't know how to do things like run the ball or call timeouts properly or pretty much anything in football that's like anything newer than 1985.
Oh, we didn't even talk about how Ron did not even do anything at the end of the first half when we got the ball back after he like called a timeout to. Did he call a timeout? No, he threw for a first down.
Yeah.
But then let the time run out. Was that solely so that Howell would have had another chance to get sacked? Because if you're not going to try to go down the field, why even throw the pass on the play before? Why not just down it at that point? Like, the stuff he does doesn't make sense.
Yeah, dude. I agree with you 100%. Every week, there's something where everyone's just scratching the head. Like, I don't understand why he did that. You still don't know.
And he just stands there with his mouth half agape.
Half agape.
Hands in his pocket. He did show some pulse this week, though.
Oh, yeah.
When he shouted at the refs. Oh, Firefly just brought it up at the same time. Yeah, he was shouting at the refs about the intentional grounding where Brian Robinson was like kind of in the area, and they called it anyway.
It was either home Tiki Barber or home last week Matt Ryan. One of those guys was just like, oh, what did he say about that? He said,
I don't know. He said something like they're usually kind of lenient on that if there's someone in the area.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, and I think it might have been Matt Ryan who said it, but I don't remember which one it was. Anyway.
But I mean, I was kind of mad about that call too. But you know what? Why don't you yell at your players some more when they suck? The refs can suck, fine, okay, yell at them. But what about your players who just suck? Go in and yell at them. Do something. Instead of telling them to talk amongst themselves at halftime. What is that? The guys talked amongst themselves and they're ready to go now. It's like, you're the coach. Inspire them. Yell at them.
They're done, man. No one's listening to that stuff anymore. It's just gonna get worse and worse. And that's why I think Josh Harris has to cut him. Cut them, please. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you think Josh Harris has talked to Joe Gibbs? Be like, oh, so I mean, hey, what do you want to coach the team for the last 10 games?
That's a good impression.
I just made that up like right then.
Dude, that was perfect. You need to do that again. Do you want to coach the team for the last 10 games?
Yeah, you want to go coach the team?
You want to go catch some waves?
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Want to go catch some waves and get some brews and maybe coach the team for the last 10 games?
Let's go, buddy.
That's
a good point.
Josh Harris was a high pick, or he was high. Hey,
yeah, really.
Come coach the team while I go surfing, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, Josh Harris. I've been thinking that the last couple weeks. I'm like, Josh Harris may just be like, I don't care if it's an S show for the rest of the year.
Maybe that's why he was laughing.
Yeah, that might have been when he was up there, when he was laughing up there until the woman he was laughing to, like, just it's like, oh, you're on the screen. He was like, oh, crap. Put his glass down and stopped smiling.
The crap.
We were getting like, and we were like getting boat raced. We were like getting boat raced.
We were getting it handed to us. I haven't seen him since then. Have you? Like, have they put him on screen at all? Since we were getting boat raced against Chicago?
I don't know.
And
he's got so many things he's trying to get taken care of, including hopefully RFK Stadium the second.
Dude, Magic Johnson every week says some tweet where he states the obvious, like, we didn't win. We didn't win today because we only scored 7 points. That's not going to do it in this league. Stuff like that. It's
not going to do it. Not going to do it.
It's just like, we didn't win because we didn't score more points than the other team today. It's like, okay, dude. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
You play to win the game. Yeah,
Taylor Swift
Firefly.
comes in for Ron.
Oh man, it's got to be like just man. That's a heck of a life. Famous football player dating like world famous singer. What a crazy world we're living in, and the crap that we're dealing with in Washington as we were just waiting for the last dregs of Snyderism to wash away in the Anacostia River.
I blame Snyder for this season too, because if he would have sold the team in a timely fashion, we could have had new coaches in this year. But no, he held out as long as he could possibly do it, so that we would to guarantee that we sucked this year.
Dude, he was holding out as long as he was because he was trying to get like immunity.
Dude, that dude's hiding out in England right now. Like,
I know.
Firefly and Chris J need to hunt him down. He's in your country, dudes. In your country.
He's gonna go buy like a AA soccer team, like in League One.
He's gonna buy. Wait, wasn't Firefly supposed to send me a jersey for what was it? What was his squad? Dundee or something? No, the Paisleys. Where are they?
I can't remember who it was. Dundee.
Yeah. Where's my jersey, dude? What in the world? Anyway, I'm supposed to be getting a jersey from him, and I'll tell you what, I'll wear the jersey on the podcast as long as Dan Snyder doesn't own that team by then.
St. Mirren of Paisley.
Oh, St. Mirren.
He was like Dundee.
Sorry, dude.
I can't say what I bet he said.
I know how to spell. I'm from here. St. Mirren.
Oh,
sorry,
man.
dude. Sorry. Well, if I had the jersey, I wouldn't forget. Come on, man.
I wonder if they got weathered out because they had a bad storm in Scotland.
Yeah, I heard like
Most of the Scottish Premiership couldn't play.
Yeah, they had a bad storm. It was even named.
It was.
Josh
They
said his
do that
power
now.
was on. I was like, okay.
In his 300-year-old house. He's probably just like, my house is so old. This is awesome. I bet he is.
Josh is back in Scotland. He came back the other day. He was on vacation in the, where was it? Canary Islands near Spain.
There.
He went on vacation and now he's back in Scotland. He's a globetrotter.
Man, I wonder why they picked Canary Islands.
Oh, because it was near Spain. It was close. He said it was the closest place to go that could guarantee sun.
Dude, when you're from like the north, like especially in Scotland or like Northern Ireland, like physically Northern Ireland,
Yeah.
it gets cold. It gets cold, man. And I mean, I can see why people that have grown up there like want to go away to like a hot, sunny beach for vacation, you know, because I mean, I went in the water in July off of County Kerry when we were going to visit Roberta's family, and I mean, it was July and that water was not warm.
Dude, Amy supposedly has joined some kind of swimming club in Scotland, and they wear like wetsuits and things like in the summer.
They go
when
in the
they're
ocean.
swimming. And it's some like the way it sounded like described to me, and I'm sure Firefly's laughing at my ignorance here, but it sounded to me like they like had some stone wall like a few hundred years old that like breaks the ocean but like forms like a swimming pool but in ocean water. And that's what they swim in.
Okay.
Some swimming club. And I just imagine Amy like in some like wetsuit in a swimming club. Like, she's like comes over in her American accent, like, "You guys mind if I join your swimming club? Y'all mind if I join?" Anyway.
Oh man.
Yeah, St.
She's
Mirren.
probably loving it, man. Probably loving it.
St. Mirren of Paisley is my favorite SPL team, and I don't even have a kit yet, so. They need to make a big one for me because soccer players are twigs, dude. I don't know if they have one that'll fit me.
That's true, man. That is true.
We need to get to our games and kicks.
Do we have to? Do we have to do that this week?
Yes, we do.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award is brought to you... Nope, our sponsor's pulled because our team sucks so much. It's not brought to you by anybody. Brought to you by us. Game Ball. Go ahead, John. Give yours.
I was just looking up that we passed the ball 42 times and ran the ball 17 times, plus 2 for Sam Howell. Anyway, my game ball is going to go to Brian Robinson Jr. because he got a touchdown.
Yeah, he did have one nice run there. Like, bowled a few people over.
He did. Yeah. And I mean, God, we were in it. The Giants were like the Eagles before. They were just trying to lose. They're just trying to lose in any way you could think of. And we still couldn't do it. We were just like one touchdown away, man.
Yeah, they tried. And they failed to lose to us. All right, well, I'm giving 2 game balls, actually, on this real crappy week. My first game ball... Yeah. My first game ball is going to Tressway because he had a solid kicking game and like actually kept us in the game. So that's who my first one's going to, and I think you've already read his stats earlier on this, but I will read.
He had over 500 yards in punting.
Punts.
It's got to be a record.
513 yards of punting. He averaged 51.3 and dropped 4 of them inside the 20.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And he only had
I
one
only
touchback.
remember him.
And that's hard. That's hard for a punter to keep them all out of there.
I was thinking the same thing. He only had one touchback the whole game.
So that's who my first one's going to. And my second game ball, again, is going to Chase Young because I thought he had a solid game again. I mean, he was playing against backups, but he's still...
What are you guys giving us for him? Who's going to get him? Who's going to get him?
I think you guys should come out and give us a couple first-round picks.
You want a first-round pick? We want a first-round pick, too.
How about 2 first-round picks? Oh, wait. The trade was Chase Young and 2 first-round picks for one of their first-round picks? Oh, okay. That's the Redskins' way there.
Oh, we'll give you a second-rounder. You want Champ Bailey and you want a pick? We'll give you a second-rounder, I guess.
I remember when that whole thing happened. I was like, oh, cool. We're getting Clinton Portis and a second-rounder? You're like, no, dude. We're giving them one.
All-Pro, first ballot Hall of Fame, Champ Bailey. And we gave them a second round to get Clinton Portis, who was a good player. And I like Clinton Portis. He was a great blocking player. He was a rather great runner.
But he wasn't a Hall of Fame first ballot cornerback, which are few and far between. And we had 2 of them in a row. Yeah,
and we let that one go.
Anyway, I'll never forget that. I'll never forgive the team for that. Anyway, so those are my...
and I hate you, Dan Snyder.
Those are my game balls. Let's see, who is Firefly? He's giving his to... for being smart enough to not pick a guy on our squad because they all suck. So who's he giving it to? Himself? Okay. And I think everyone else is giving up, I guess, because my mic sounds like crap. Oh, he's giving it to Taylor Swift. Okay. Instead, she's dating a guy on that racist team that does all those Native American chants and things. Let's see. Okay, that's it. No one else is giving one? Let me look over here in the peanut gallery. Oh, Discord started working again. Did you notice that? The chat did?
Oh, did? Yeah, it did.
What in the heck is going on? I can't win! Just like the team. All right, no one else is giving theirs.
It's
Okay.
gonna get better, dude. It's gonna get better. I swear, it's gonna get better.
Okay, X Factor is typing. He's giving his to Chase. He always copies me,
Jesus.
yet I can never copy him in winning in fantasy. And
Because you didn't even check your team last week.
that's one reason, but they just
Oh,
suck.
ho, 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 ho. Oh man.
Because you didn't check your team. I know.
But you didn't check your team.
I forgot, dude.
The whole week.
I checked at one point. By the time he told me I needed to change my players and went on there, they were all locked. It was like, I don't know, halfway through the second game on Sunday. I was like, sorry, dude,
oh man.
I got no one else to throw in. Anyway. Okay, no one else is giving a game ball, and I honestly don't blame them. So we're going to go ahead and go into the kicks.
Here we go.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
All right, this week's Kicking the Balls Award, as always, is brought to you by Ridapoo. For all the doo-doo that you do, there's Ridapoo.
Dude, we didn't even mention that a field goal got blocked.
Oh, yes.
Swole Joey Sly. Although, I mean,
It was probably the offensive line's fault.
it was
I don't know.
was the offensive line's fault. They showed it.
Well,
Oh,
it
dude, by the
wasn't-
way,
It wasn't Swole's fault. As much as I don't like him as a kicker, I couldn't blame him this time. I didn't even see it get blocked. I was just watching it, and the ball never went anywhere. And I'm like, what happened?
yeah, exactly.
Um,
And Stromberg came in wide A Strongbird.
He's gonna be good.
Wide A Strongbird, man. He's wide load.
He's gonna be good. That's because Sadiq
He-
got
what-
injured, right?
What? Sadiq got injured again.
He also had a penalty.
Yes, he did. Stromberg was decent.
I
He
guess
gets a shout out from me. He was
I don't know
decent.
if he was. I didn't really watch him specifically once he came in because I was kind of checked out at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But he is going to be good. He's super wide, which always helps as an offensive lineman.
He is a wide load, dude. Scary Terry was Chris J going for Scary Terry. That's a good one.
Yeah, I haven't even given
Crazy
mine
game
out.
ball.
You guys know the etiquette is that you can't give yours until I give mine.
No, that's just game ball. Oh, here they go. Jack Del Rio.
Oh, they're giving game balls. Sorry, Scary Terry. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I'm so checked out. I didn't even realize it. Okay, let's see. Big Nut gives his to Ron, but he gave his kick too. So he did do it. He did it prematurely. You prematurely gave your kick.
Oh, well, give your kick, dude.
Eric Bieniemy's getting my kick. He sucked. It took him 2.5 quarters to make any kind of change. We opened the episode with that, and I don't want to get my heart rate up again talking about it. But that's who it's going to, Eric Bieniemy, for sucking. And I'm giving another kick to Ron Rivera for doing nothing except making bad decisions. And I'm giving a third kick to Jack Del Rio for being the most vanilla defense in the league with the most on
Blitz!
paper, with the
Freaking
most,
blitz!
on paper he's got like the best defense, but scheme wise he has the most basic scheme, and he's getting picked apart by dudes off the street on the offensive line and backup quarterbacks on a team that was like 1-5.
Yeah.
So that's my third kick. Is that the record? Have I ever given out 3 before?
No, but they're all of them are spot on.
And I'm also giving another game ball to even this out. Jennifer King for head coach.
Jennifer King, Ryan Kerrigan.
All right, who else is on here?
They're the only young people that we have that are getting good that I can think of. Dude, we had the head coach of the Rams, the head coach of the Vikings, the head coach of
49ers?
the Patriots. Sorry, not the Patriots, the Packers, the head
49ers.
coach of the 49ers.
All these teams have much better seasons than we've had. That's all I'm saying.
I guarantee every single one of them says my worst time was when I was working in Washington.
Yeah.
I guarantee every single one of them says that.
And I learned how to persevere through that. And now that story is going to inspire you players to go out and win so you don't have to deal with what I dealt with in Washington. Firefly's Kicking the Balls Award is going to EB, Ron Jack Del Rio, and Dan Snyder. Oh, yeah, I'm giving one to him, too, because it was his fault that we have to keep these coaches this year. And
you gotta,
and Alex Smith's leg and RG3 and every other disappointment over the last forever years.
Steve Spurrier. We had Chris Doring was one of our receivers. Who?
Zorn.
Zorn. Jim Zorn.
Oh my gosh, he was so bad. He thought our colors were black and maroon, and then they made them black and maroon.
Black and red, and now they are. Now they are black and maroon. Except you can't tell they're maroon. They just look like bad Pittsburgh Steelers. Like we're copying the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's. I mean, we're just bottom out. If we don't win another game this year, Josh Harris is going to be smiling. He's laughing because it's going to be good for him to be able to pick somebody like in the top 10 or for his GM in the top 10.
Let's continue on. There's a lot of kicking the balls. They were quick to put these up. Let's see.
My kicking the ball, dude.
Oh, you didn't give yours? Sorry, dude. Go ahead. I thought you did.
Shannon, Nova Scotia took mine as a matter of fact. I was going to give mine to the Mike Barton, David Barton,
for getting injured.
Well, he didn't lead the team in tackles. He's getting cut, well, he should get cut.
7 yards deep, Barton.
And by him getting hurt, we had to see David Mayo start, but we did see Khalid Hudson come in and have a couple good plays, a couple bad plays.
He saw him get burnt. You know, those are good ones, dudes. I'm also giving another kick to Jahan Dotson for dropping a would-be tying, or at least first down, keeping the game alive pass. And he also dropped another one. And I'm also giving one to Logan Thomas for dropping a pass again when it could have helped greatly. And I'm also going to give... No, that's it. That's all of them. That's 5 of them.
Man, we suck. To quote Trey Johnson, our former offensive lineman, Trey Johnson. Man, we suck. And that's just been the mostly normal theme for us this whole time.
Yeah, did you hear Fred Smoot talking about how bad we sucked and there's no way to sugarcoat it? And then he said, and I quote, he said, "You can't pee down someone's leg and then tell them it's raining. We suck."
That cracked me up when you sent me that.
Fred Smoot cracks me up, man.
I'm so glad he's around.
You can't pee down someone's leg and then tell them it's raining. We suck. We suck.
Watch, we're playing. Who are we playing this weekend? The Eagles.
The Eagles. And in the words of John Allen, we got to go back and get ready for effing Eagles.
Eagles, man. Well, maybe he just watched The Big Lebowski.
Oh my gosh, he was mad.
So
what's going to happen? Is there going to be some kind of turmoil that we're going to hear about, in the locker room? Is he going to, is it going to go further than what we heard? Did he go, lace into players before he came out and had that interview with JP?
That's true. I mean, he is a captain, and he's a very large dude.
And when he recommends something, you better do it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, he sounded more measured. I heard him this morning on the Junkies. I think he does Monday morning or after the game morning.
I was wondering how that went. What did he say?
There was one point where they were trying to goad him into basically trashing the coaches, and he didn't. But you could also tell that he really wanted to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
did they ask him about his tirade at all?
Yeah, and he said he's more measured about it now that he slept on it and, all that stuff.
Who's the next giant? Oh, Mayo.
Mayo.
Yeah, that's how they knew how to, pick on Mayo. Or are they talking
I thought he was talking about Nick Gates turning around like a turnstile.
like a colander.
Like a colander.
Oh, my gosh. What else do we want to talk about in this crappy... This is a long podcast of us complaining and my mic not working, and somehow people are still listening.
Man, I don't know. We got the Eagles this weekend at home, and there's going to be a lot of green in our stadium. I guarantee you that.
Uglier Kelly green and uglier dark green.
And they just beat up on the Dolphins, who scored 70 points in a game this year, and they shut them down.
Eagles are dead in the water, though, dude. You want to know what my prediction is?
At 1 o'clock at Fox or on Fox.
I brought the notebook. Let's see what I said about it. Here we go. Is this week 8?
Yes, it is. No, yes.
Okay.
Yes, because we are 3-4.
Yeah, week 8, Eagles. This is what I said. The Eagles are going to come into this game 6-1. Are they?
They are.
Hal is going to go 28 of 28 with 357 yards passing. And he's going to have 3 touchdowns, 2 to Terry and 1 to Bates.
Bates.
And also, Antonio Gibson is going to have a touchdown run, and the score will be 28-6 Washington. You heard it here, dudes. Call your bookies and bet the opposite of what I say. Anyway, I think that about rounds it out. Let's let these good people in the UK get some rest, because they have a long day of working and wondering why they like such a crappy American football team tomorrow.
Yep. Dudes, we know. But it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Remember, January 8th is the last day that we have these coaches, if we don't fire them beforehand. And it's about time to fire them.
Dude, I still don't know if I'm going to make it to episode 600. I can't take much more of this.
Man, you need to get some more high blood pressure medicine.
Touch my finger. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Speak of the devil, I'm getting my blood drawn in the morning so they can see what more meds they can put me on to make me less. They'll probably just tell me to stop watching this crappy team. If you stopped watching this team, Aaron, you could come off of all your heart meds. Anyway. Shout out to everyone that's been in the chat rooms, even though my mic has been crappy. Chin in Nova Scotia, Firefly, Johnny Cassidy, CJack17. Did I say X Factor 357? Chris J in the UK.
Yeah, Chris J in the UK.
Pieces of People.
Coming back on in. Pieces of People. Delicious jellies and jams. So he was on earlier.
Hey, make sure
Chin
in Nova Scotia. Make sure you guys join the Discord room. You don't have to be technologically savvy. tinyurl.com/HarryHF, and you can vent 24/7 with these fine people. And if you need help, send a DM to X Factor 357. He'll be happy to help you out. Send us an email, hhfpodcast@gmail.com. Call the hog line, 202-735-1788. Oh, my music ended. Sorry. Anyway, You got anything else to add, John?
Nope.
They don't call
Oh
him
my
the best
God.
color commentator in the league for nothing, folks.
Dude, it's just depressing just knowing that we have to go through all these games.
Wait, are the Eagles losing? I mean, the Phillies losing? Because that might have an impact on the fans infiltrating our stadium this weekend.
Ooh, maybe. It's the top of the first, so no one's losing yet.
Oh, well, I hope the Phillies lose because I hate them. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to
He's
the
not
Redskins.
wrong.
I mean,
And
they
if you see-
one of their fans made themselves puke on a girl, like a small girl, in the Nat Stadium. I hate them. All right, we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins, and if you see a Cowboys fan, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Joker!
Bye-bye. How do I turn off this crappy mic?